So hello students, in this video we will be studying about SARC. So SARC means it is expanded like South Asian Association for Regional Cooperations. In exams many times it has asked expand SARC. So you should write South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, and this is the logo of that SARC. So in SARC it usually consists of 8 countries. It usually consists of 8 countries. Earlier there used to 7 countries. Now at present it consists of 8 countries. So the main objective of this SARC is to overcome the problems of like poverty or maybe illiteracy or diseases in some area. This is the main objective. Now we'll study in detail what is SARC. So this is a introduction, means the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperations. It is one kind of organizations, means which consist of South Asian nations, and it was founded in the year in December 1985. So it is founded in December 1985. Why? Means to provide economic development, like social development, like culture development, or to emphasize some collective self reliance. Okay, this was the main object. Means it was founded in which year? It was founded in the year in December 1985. Why? Means to provide some economic development as well as technology development as well as social or culture development for the various countries of this people. Okay. Okay, next, this and the first idea of this regional and economic development corporation was first coined. Means when this idea came to establish a SARC, means it was first came in the year 1985. Okay, it was first came idea, means first coined in the year 1985. Its first meeting was done in Dhaka. Dhaka means in Bangladesh. In which year? Means in the year 1985 of its official establishment. Okay, the first idea it was came in the year 1980. In who has established, means this was they were done by Bangladesh, means Dhaka. Later certain countries also involved in this. Which countries are involved? Means like Bangladesh, like Bhutan, like India and Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. These are the countries which I was telling about earlier. This was the 7 countries, like it was first Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. These were the first 7 countries. Later in April 2007, Afghanistan has also joined this member of SARC. At that time it has become 8th member. When it was came, means in the year April 2007. Earlier these were the 7 countries. Later in 2007 or 7, one more country is added, that is Afghanistan. Okay, understood? These are the countries. In SARC there will be a secretary, or we call as secretariat. Okay, this secretariat office is headquartered in Kathmandu. Kathmandu in Nepal. Okay, earlier there was 7 countries. Now in 2007 one more country is added, that is Afghanistan. Now total there are 8 countries. In that SARC there will be one secretary. That secretary of SARC is headquartered in which country? Means in Nepal. That is called as Kathmandu. Kathmandu is the capital of Nepal. Okay, so we'll study about some secretary. Okay, the SARC secretary is based in Kathmandu in Nepal. What is the main work of this secretary of SARC? Means what he will do, he coordinates between these countries and monitors. What he monitors means what are the plans they have made whether the plans have implemented or not, means which were the activities they have planned, whether they have implemented or not. If once it is implemented, he prepares for various services meeting. Okay, he makes certain meetings and he acts like a channels of communications between the association of its members, state as well as regional organization. Okay, apart from that secretary, one more, there will be a general secretary in SARC. The present general secretary is Amjad Hussain. He is from Pakistan. He is a current general secretary. This secretary general is assisted by eight directors, means eight directors means of that eight countries on deputations from the members. SARC secretary and state observe 8 December as a SARC Charter Day. Okay, state observe means 8 December as a celebrated as a SARC Charter Day. Okay, there will be two secretary. One more is general secretary and one more is secretary. This secretary will be in Kathmandu. The secretary general will be in Pakistan. The present secretary general is Amjad Hussain. Okay, next we will be studying what are the objectives of this SARC. As I told, the main objective of the SARC is to overcome certain problems I have told, like poverty, illiteracy and certain disease. First we will study in detail what are the objectives. Okay, the first objective of this SARC is to promoting the welfare of the people of South Asia. Means the first main objective is to promote the welfare of the people. Here welfare of the people means this country means aims to provide a good health for the South Asian of the people, means to provide a good health for the people as well as to provide them comfort, to live comfort in the country as well as to provide them happiness. This is known as promoting the welfare of the people. As well as by providing welfare of the people, and they are objecting that to improve their quality of the life, means to change their quality of life or to increase the standard of their living, to change the quality of life. This is the first objective. Second is accelerating economic growth, social progress, culture development in the regions, and to provide all individuals the opportunity to live in dignity and to fulfill potential. Means here accelerating economic growth means to as we can say, to increase the capacity of an economic. Means how we can increase the capacity of economics? By providing or producing more goods and services to these cities. This is known as accelerating economic growth. Here next comes here social progress. Social progress means we also call as, it is one kind of a capacity of the society. Means it is capacity of the society to meet the basic needs, to provide the basic needs for their citizens, as well as to sustain the quality of their lives. This is called as social progress. And one more, it has mentioned as cultural development. As you know, cultural developments to provide or enable cultural activities, to provide them includes their arts. Means to develop their arts towards the realization of desired future. Means this is known as culture development. As well as they mentions, we should provide every individuals an opportunity to live dignity in the society. This is the second objective. Third objective is promote and strengthen collective self-reliance among the countries of the South Asia. Means in the third objective is means to promote here in group of self-reliance. It means self. What kind of collective self-reliance we can provide? Means it means the ability to do anything and make decisions of yourself without needing other people to help you. What he says, how many we have in this arc? We have 8 countries of South Asian. Means we can make decisions of our own without needing the people of our other helps to other one. This is a third objective. Next is contribute to mutual trust, understanding, and appreciation of one's another problems. Here first it says contribute mutual trust means here contribute means in order to help each other's mutual trust means to refers and confidence that every country will fulfill its obligations. What are the problems we are facing means through mutual understanding we can solve this problem, as well as understanding one's another problems. If any problems have faces from this 8 countries means individually we can solve these problems. This is the objective. Next objective is promoting active collaboration and mutual assistance means here what it says means promoting active collaboration and mutual assistance means to seek or to introduce any new knowledge means to develop or to introduce any knowledge in terms of it may be like economic development, social or cultural or technical development. Next is strengthening cooperation with other developing countries means to make a strong relation with 8 countries in while to working something for common purpose of benefit. Here strengthening cooperation with developing countries means to make a better and stronger relations between these countries to work something for a common purpose, like we get certain types of benefit. This is a this objective. Next objective is strengthening cooperations among themselves in international forums on matters of common interest means whatever the policy have been made with these countries in terms of any trade or any matters means we should cooperate between themselves. Next is cooperations with international and regional organizations with similar aims and purpose. Whatever the objectives you have find whether it is implementing or not through international and regional organizations. These were the objectives, and next we will study about what are the principles means what are the principles should be followed by a SAARC members. The first principle is respect for sovereignty, territorial integrity, political equality and independence of all members means what it states we should respect for the sovereignty means yes sovereignty means you can say what are the who is the supreme power authority we should respect for him. And next come territorial integrity means under this international law that prohibits states from the use of force against the political independence means certain principles we should follow. Next comes this political equality means where the members of society are equal standing in terms of political means where there should be equal mutuality should be there between all members of the state. And one more principle is there should be no interference in internal matters. In one of the objectives means we should not solve any internal matters, we should think about the external matters. Cooperation for mutual benefits, one the most important principle of the SAARC is there should be a mutual benefits between these 8 states and there should be a proper cooperations. And one more, all decisions to take unanimously and need quorum of all 8 members means here decision to take unanimous means without oppositions means there should be no opposition should be not there. Here what says there should be an agreement of people who are involved. And one more, there should be a quorum means a majority of people should be there, all of the equal 8 members means there should be a minimum quorum should be there, majority of people should be there. And the decision should not take unnecessary means the decision should take with the mutual agreement between the states. And all bilateral issues to keep aside and only multilateral issues to be discussed without being prejudiced by bilateral issues. In bilateral issues means we should not solve the problems between two countries only. We should solve the means we should talk about multilateral issues means where all three or other countries should come and solve the problems. So these are the certain principles of SARC.